Hello everyone, we are the group 8 and our topic is all about concept of management. So, topic overview. So, our learning objectives. After this discussion, you'll be able to first understand what is management, to identify the concept of management. Third is to know some case studies about organization and management. And lastly, to summarize the overall topic from Group 1 to Group 8. Before we start our topic, I would like to introduce first my group mates. Together with me, I would like to introduce Miss Nicole Jamago, the leader of the group, Miss Glyzel Pacaldo, Miss Ronica Enriquez, Miss Mary Brigley, Miss Erica Gokong, and truly yours, 3D Marie Pardo.
Now, let's discuss about the different concept of management. So, management from the word managed. Management is the act or art of managing. It is the process of getting the work or the task done that is required for achieving the goals of an organization in an efficient and effective manner. Basically, how businesses organize employees to meet company goals. Some of the common definition of management given by famous writers and thinkers are: first, according to Harold Kunst and Heinz Wollrich, management is the process of designing and maintaining an environment in which individuals working together in groups efficiently accomplish selected aims. The next is, according to Robert L. Trevelyan and M. G. Newport, management is defined as the process of planning, organizing, actuating, and controlling an organization's operations in order to achieve coordination of the human and material resources essential in the effective and efficient attainment of objectives. The next is, according to Kritner, management is the process of working with and through others to effectively achieve organizational objectives by efficiently using limited resources in the changing environment. Next thinkers are, according to George R. Terry, management consists of planning, organizing, actuating, and controlling performed to determine and accomplish the objectives by the use of people and resources. So, management can be defined as a process of getting things done with the aim of achieving goals effectively and efficiently. Some important terms in the definition are process. So, process means the primary functions or activities that management performs to get things done. These functions are planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. The next term is effectiveness. Effectiveness is concerned with the end result. It basically means finishing the given task. Thus, effectiveness in management is concerned with doing the right task, completing activities, and achieving goals. The last term is the efficient. Efficiency means doing the task correctly and with minimum cost. Management is concerned with the efficient use of input resources, which ultimately reduce costs and lead to higher profits. It is important to management to achieve goals or the effectiveness with the minimum resources as efficiently as possible while maintaining a balance between effectiveness and efficiency.
Threefold concept of management. The threefold concept of management encompasses three perspectives. First is management is an economic factor. Second is management is a system of authority. And the third is management is a class and status system. What is management is an economic factor? So, ay, what is management is an economic factor. For an economist, management is one of the factors of production together with land, labor, and capital. As the industrialization of a nation increases, the need for management becomes greater. The managerial resources of a firm determine in large measure its productivity and profitability. Executive development, therefore, is more important for those firms in a dynamic industry in which progress is rapid. So, it is management is vital factor of production like land, labor. Good management improves efficiency and profitability. For example, um, let's use a small bakery as an example. So, economic factor kay the bakery owner decides to invest in a new, more efficient oven. This reduces baking time, lowers energy costs, and allows them to produce more bread, increasing profits. The improved management of resources directly impacts the bakery's economic success. Second one is management is a system of authority. From an administrator's point of view, management is a system of authority. Historically, management first developed an authoritarian philosophy. Later on, it turned paternalistic. Still later, constitutional management emerged, characterized by a concern for consistent policies and procedures for dealing with the working group. Finally, the trend of management turned towards a democratic and participatory approach. Modern management is nothing but the synthesis of these four approaches of authority. So, it means that management styles evolve. They range from strict boss-employee relationships to collaborative teamwork. Effective management blends these approaches. Example, initially the owner makes all decisions authoritarian. As the bakery grows, they delegate tasks to a head baker, paternalistic. Later, they create a clear job description and schedule, constitutional. Finally, they start regular staff meetings to get input on improvements, democratic. Now, then the third concept is management is a class and status system. So, as viewed by sociologists, management is a class and status system. The increase in the complexity of relationships in modern society demands that managers become elite of brain and education. Entry into this class of executives is being more and more dependent on excellence in education and knowledge rather than family or political connections. Some scholars view this development as a managerial revolution. So ang social is management. It is management creates a hierarchy. Skilled and educated individuals often rise to leadership positions, creating a managerial class. So, for example, let's use small bakery gyapon. So the head baker, originally just a skilled worker, develops expertise in baking and management. Through training and experience, they gain a higher status within the bakery and potentially even become a partner, moving from a worker to a manager. So this reflects the potential for upward mobility within the management structure.
Hi everyone, I am Erica Blanchard, and today I will be explaining the first two of the four case study that our group has prepared. First, The Organizational Transformation by Charles Schumann. This case is about how organizations can adapt and transform themselves to meet challenges and achieve their goals. This study emphasizes that successful organizational transformation requires focusing on strength, removing obstacles, and addressing weaknesses. It is a balance of leveraging what works while fixing what doesn't. This case study has three main key points. First, building on strength. The organization identified its core strengths and used them as a foundation for transformations. These include the strong engineering business with the ability to design, build, and operate, a solid reputation for serving clients well, and positive market trends that align with the company's capabilities. Second is remove barriers. Transformation involved eliminating obstacles that hindered progress. One major barrier was the managers of acquired companies who didn't align with the organization's core engineering values and culture. Third is to fix weaknesses. Weaknesses in reporting systems, human resources, and technology were addressed. These infrastructure elements are essential for maintaining a healthy and effective organization. The case study highlights how focusing on these three areas, strengths, barriers, and weaknesses, help the organization align its goals and adapt to changing market. In summary, organizational transformation shows us that for a company to success in a competitive environment, it must build on its strength, eliminate barriers, and address internal weaknesses. This holistic approach ensures long-term growth and stability. Let us now tackle the second case study. Managing difficult project team, how to improve and retain talents in a project by Andila RB Muhammad Bolhassan. This case focuses on managing challenges, team dynamics, while ensuring talent retention and development in a project environment. The study highlights the importance of addressing team conflicts, fostering collaboration, and creating a supportive work environment to maintain high-performing team in a project. This case study has three main key points. First, understanding team challenges. Difficulties often arise from personality clashes, communication gaps, or unclear roles. Then, recognizing these issues early is critical to solving them effectively. Second, improving team management. Leaders must foster open communication, ensure clear goal setting, and provide consistent feedback. A strong leadership approach helps align team members towards shared objectives. Third is retaining and developing talents. Retention strategies include recognizing contributions, offering growth opportunities, and creating a positive work culture. Talents thrive when they feel valued and see opportunities for career advancement. In summary, this case study teaches us that managing difficult project teams requires strong leadership, effective communication, and strategies for talent development. By addressing conflicts and nurturing a positive environment, organizations can build stronger, more successful project teams.
Now, let's go to the summary. From the Group 1, their topic is the fundamental concepts of principles of management and has the subtopic of evolution of management theories, definitions and functions of management, contemporary management challenges. In the evolution of management theories, they talk about the categories of theorists, the classical, the behavioral, and the modern theories of management, where, where the father of scientific management is Frederick W. Taylor, where he defined that scientific management is the systematically of relationship between people and tasks for the purpose of redesigning the work process for higher efficiency. The classical organizational theory has a major prominence. These are Henry Fayol and Max Weber, where Henry Fayol is the father of modern management, while Max Weber is the father of modern sociology. In the definition and functions of management, they discuss that management is the process of planning, pagplan, pag-organize, and pag-control sa resources such as people, finances, and materials to achieve specific goals efficiently and effectively. The functions of management are: first, the planning, and has types the strategic, tactical, contingency, and operational planning. The second is the organizing. The third functions is the leading, and the last is the controlling. Now let's go to the contemporary management challenges, where they the, states the challenges that can significantly affect organizational performance, employee satisfaction, and overall success. And these are: first is the economic pressure, globalization, innovation, change, customer service, employee satisfaction, organizational ethics, social responsibility, and lastly is the pressure from world organization. And that's all for the group 1.
Organizational structure. Organizational structure are a system that defines tasks, work movements, reporting relationship, and communication pathways to achieve organizational goals. Types of organizational structure. First is a vertical structure, hierarchical with authority flowing top-down. Two is horizontal structure, divides organizations into small specialized units. First, there is a types of departments. First is line departments, handle primary goods and services. Next, staff departments provide support services like research or legal. Approaches to departmentalization. Functional, based on specialized activities. Next is divisional, organized by products, customers, or regions. Next is matrix, hybrid of functional and divisional approaches. Number 3, network structure, decentralized and flexible, focusing on internal and external relationship. Impact of an organizational structure. First is enhance efficiency. An organized structure streamlines operation by grouping similar tasks, reducing redundancy, and ensure resources are used effectively. Two is clarify roles and responsibilities. It, it defines clear roles, reporting lines, and responsibilities, reducing confusion and ensuring accountability. Third is influence culture. The structures shapes workplace culture with flat structures promoting collaboration and hierarchical ones fostering discipline. Fourth is organizational behaviors. It impacts how employees interact and perform, encouraging teamwork in matrix structures or formality in centralized ones. Last one is management style. The structures determines whether leadership is top-down, centralized, or participative, decentralized, shaping decision-making and employee involvement. Designing effective organizational structure. First is define goals and objectives. Establish clear organizational goals to align the structure with strategic priorities. Second is the identify key function. Determine essential function like marketing, finance, or operational to support these goals. Next is choose a structural style. Select a structure. Example is functional, divisional,
matrix the best fits the organization's needs. Define roles and responsibilities. Clearly outline tasks for each position to ensure accountability and efficiency. Next is departmentalization. Group similar roles into departments to streamline process and expertise. Next is consider flexibility and scalability. Design a structure adaptable to growth, innovation, and market changes. Last one is test and adjust the structure. Monitor performance and refine the structure based on feedback and results. Organizational culture, defined as how members relate to each other, their work, and the external environment. Organizational culture can enable or hinder an organizational strategy by Great Hofstede. Significance of organizational culture. First is employee motivation and engagement. Fosters a sense of belonging, aligning personal values with the organization, leading to higher motivation and job satisfaction. Second is recruitment and retention. Builds a strong reputation, attracting top talent and fostering loyalty among employees, reducing turnover. Third one is decision making. Encourage open communication and collaboration, enabling quick and informed decisions. Fourth is innovation and creativity. Promotes risk taking and experimentation, creating an environment where innovation thrives. Fifth is customer satisfaction. Supports a customer-centric approach, ensuring positive interaction and high-quality service. The last one is ethical standards and compliance. Strengthens integrity and transparency, enhancing trust and ensuring compliance with regulation. Individual differences and personality in the workplace. Individual differences, variation in personal characteristics such as demographics, aptitude, ability, and cultural background significantly influence workforce behavior. Abilities. Physical abilities, strength, flexibility, coordination, and balance. Mental abilities, cognitive, emotional, social, and cultural intelligence. Personal traits. Key traits include emotional stability, extraversion, openness, agreeableness, conscientiousness, self-monitoring, risk-taking, and optimism. Motivation theories. Motivation is a psychological process that initiates goal-directed behavior. Traditional theory. Maslow's hierarchy of needs motivates employees by fulfilling needs from survival to self-actualization. Next is McGregor X and Y theory, treating employees with autonomy. Theory Y foster motivation. Next is Herbert two-factor theory. Intrinsic motivators drive satisfaction. Intrinsic hygiene factors prevent dissatisfaction. McClelland's three needs theory. Motivation arises from achievement, power, and affiliation needs. The last one is Alderferg theory, focuses on existence, relatedness, and growth needs. Employee engagement and performance. Employee engagement, the level of commitment, enthusiasm, and emotional investment employees have toward their organizational and its goals. Key components of employee engagement. First is emotional commitment. Employees feel a strong emotional connection to their organization. Next is behavioral commitment. Employees are willing to go the extra mile and advocate for the organization. The last one is cognitive commitment, when employees are mentally committed to their work and willing to go above and beyond to solve problems and innovate. Factors and influencing employee engagement. First is leadership, support, commitment. Next is recognition and rewards, acknowledgement and motivation. Next is work environment. A positive and inclusive enhances engagement. Next is career development. Opportunities for personal and professional growth increase engagement. The last one is work balance. Flexibility, respect for person time contribute to employee satisfaction. Factors influencing employees' performance. Employee engagement. First is motivation. Intrinsic and extrinsic factors that drive employees to perform well. Second one is work environment. A support environment enhances focus on productivity. Next is skills and competences. The knowledge and abilities employees possess affect their performance. Next one is feedback and communication. Regular feedback helps employees in understand expectation and improve their performance. The last one is training and development. Ongoing training ensures and equipped with the necessary skills knowledge.
Good day, everyone. Today, I'll share insights on group dynamics and teamwork, the group for reporting. So, key elements for success collaboration in any organization. So, today, what is group dynamics? So, it's how people behave and interact within teams. Understanding it improves communication, teamwork, and overall productivity. How do teams grow? Bruce Stockman's model explains 5 stages: forming, storming, norming, performing, and adjourning. So what is forming? So when teams first meet, rules and goals are still unclear. Storming, conflicts arise as members express their ideas and assert their rules. Norming, teams resolve differences, establish rules, and work better together. Performing, this is the peak phase where the team collaborates efficiently to achieve goals. And adjourning, the lastly, is the team finishes tasks and disbands, reflecting on achievements. So, what rules exist in a team? There are several key rules such as leaders, coordinators, innovators, supporters. So, leaders who guide and make decisions, coordinators who keep the team organized, innovators bringing fresh ideas, and supporters who boost morale. So, what makes a team work well? Clear communication, trust, and diversity of skill are essential. Positive team dynamics encourage creativity, engagement, and effective problem solving. Finally, leadership matters. Great leaders communicate clearly, motivate their teams, and make decisive choices. So leadership styles vary: autocratic, democratic, laissez-faire, and transformational. Autocratic for quick decision, democratic for team involvement, and laissez-faire for independence, and transformational to inspire growth and innovation. So in summary, successful teams thrive on understanding group dynamics, having clear rules, fostering trust, and being guided by strong leadership. Thank you.
Let us now proceed with different leadership style effectiveness in the organizational context. So, leadership styles refer to the behavioral approach employed by leaders to influence, motivate, and direct their followers. There are common leadership styles: the democratic leadership, autocratic leadership, laissez-faire leadership, transformational leadership, transactional leadership, bureaucratic leadership, servant leadership, situational leadership, strategic leadership, and authentic leadership. Leadership theories. Leadership is the art of guiding a team or organization through effective decision making, setting a vision, motivating members, and achieving collective goals with charisma and integrity. Leadership theory describes how and why certain individuals become leaders. There are six theories of leadership. First, the great man theory. Second, the trait theory. Third, the situational theory. Fourth, behavioral theory. Fifth, transactional or management theory. And the last one is transformational or relationship theory. Now let's proceed with communication process in organization. So, organizational communication refers to the communication that takes place between people who are working towards common goals within an organization. The types of communications include formal communication, informal communication, oral communication, nonverbal communication, channel communication, downward communication, upward communication, horizontal communication, and diagonal communication. There are barriers to effective communication that includes language, gender, physical, cultural, conflict, emotional, attitude, perceptual, lack of trust, and organizational barriers. There are also conflict resolution strategies. There are nine, which are open communication, active listening, focus on the problem, compromise, patience, accommodate, mediation, conflict resolution training, and follow up. There are strategies to improve communication effectiveness. This includes active listening, be clear and concise, consider nonverbal communication, ask for feedback, show empathy, listen first, practice public speaking, and provide constructive feedback.
So now let's proceed to global and cultural factors in management. So global factors are the forces and influences that operate on a worldwide scale and affect businesses, organization, and individual across different countries and cultures. So from the word itself, influence, global factors has a big impact on businesses. Same goes with cultural factor, as cultural factors are the values, beliefs, tradition, and taboos that influences a group of people. So it influences people since we have a diverse culture and we are open to it. So global factors include cultural differences, legal, regulatory environments, economic factors, time differences, language barriers, logistical communication difficulties, and financial implication. For the cultural factors include management values, hierarchy, objective orientation, urgency, organizational culture, and lastly is the integrity. So, for the impact of globalization and cultural diversity in organization. So, first is we want to know more what is globalization. So, globalization allows people, goods, services, ideas, language, information, and commodities to flow across national borders, constantly making the world increasingly smaller and more connected. So, globalization has positive impact in organizations. So first, it boosts economic growth. Second, technological advancement. Third, cultural exchange and diversity. Fourth is improved living standards. And lastly is enhanced global cooperation. So, since it has a positive impact, of course, there's a negative impact. So, this includes worker exploitation, job loss, environmental degradation, and legal compliance for employees, and lastly, increased competition. So next is the cultural diversity. So what is cultural diversity first? So cultural diversity is the existence of a variety of cultural groups within a society or organization, encompassing differences in ethnicity, nationality, language, religion, and other cultural factors. So, cultural diversity has a positive impact in organizations. So, first is maximize skill sets. Second is improve recruitment. Third is talent retention. Fourth is boost creativity. Fifth is increases employee engagement. Sixth, improve company reputation. So since also it has a positive impact, of course, it has negative impacts in our organization. So this includes communication barriers, conflict, stereotyping and bias, um, complexity in management, resistance to change. Lastly is different understanding of professional etiquette. So, cross-cultural communication. So, cross-cultural communication is the practice of exchanging information between people from different cultures while considering their differences and similarities. So, cross-cultural communication is important because it allows people to connect with one another to work uh, to work together despite their cultural differences. So let's proceed now to the diversity and inclusion in the workplace. So diversity and inclusion, or the DEI, are related but distinct concepts that are important for creating a successful business or workplace. So, diversity and inclusion is an organization's effort, policies, and practices that ensure different groups or individuals of different backgrounds are culturally and socially accepted and integrated into the workplace. So, diversity refers to political beliefs, race, culture, sexual orientation, religion, class, and or gender identity differences, while the inclusion means that everyone in the diverse mix feels involved, valued, respected, treated fairly, and embedded in your culture. So it means that even though we have different culture in a workplace, everyone must be fairly treated, fairly given opportunities. It means that there is no bias. So, what is DEI and B? So, DEI and B stands for diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging. So, in the workplace, these are the organizational values demonstrated through hiring individuals of different backgrounds and perspective, and encouraging their participation and success. So, there are four key pillars of diversity and inclusion. This includes community, growth, education, and engagement. So now let's proceed to the last topic. So which is the concept of management. So when you say or heard about the word management, different meanings, different understandings will come up. So as discussed by Ms. Nicole Jamago, in simple terms, management is a process of coordinating and overseeing the work performance of individuals working together in an organization, which has three basic elements with which a manager deals with. So this is the ideas, things, and the people. So there is a threefold concept of management. First is the management is an economic factor. So it is a resource that can be used to achieve goals. So second is management is a system of authority. So it is a management that is a system that involves authority. So lastly is management is a class and status system. So it is a system where managers are educated elites. So this ends our report. We hope that you've learned about the concept of management and have an idea about the case studies of organization and management. We also hope that you've been freshened up about the previous topic to the present topic. Again, we are the Group 8 extending our appreciation to the audience. Thank you and goodbye.